Good morning, dear Nick. We're happy to see you.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you. Happy to see everybody here. Just trying to figure out what really is the position of the middle way.
Да, все идет.
Morning, boss.
Hi. Whoa.
Good sleep?
No.
Not when your alarm goes off.
That's okay. Hi there, guys. Hi, Catherine. Haven't seen you. Hi, Haggerty. Hi, John Campbell. All
Morning.
right. I have some sales work to do. I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to take the first 10 minutes of Ben's text. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, sorry. I thought for Tim and Gibson, they never heard the original deals we made with the translators. So I thought it would be good to go over them. And it's also an opportunity for people to help. We still need more help. So people ask me why I run around like I'm crazy. This is how I feel. I feel like I'm in this boat. And I feel like, I honestly feel that we're all on the edge of death all the time. And I feel like we have very, very, very little time. And I think we have much less time than we all think. I actually feel like this guy in this boat. I feel like this almost all the time. And I feel like I have to focus very carefully on the important things in my life and in what I can do for people. And so I just mean to say, someone told me, Geshe, you don't hang out with us, or you don't seem to have. Sometimes you seem cold, or it seems like you're not interested in our day-to-day stuff. And I'm like, I'm totally interested, but I see something bigger, a bigger threat to everybody's life. Is very, very imminent. It's very close all the time. I feel it very intensely. So, and I feel like what we're doing is the only hope for this whole world. I think the whole world is in this boat, and they have no idea, they have no clue. And somehow they watch people die all around them all day, and they just, it doesn't, they don't notice it, or they block it out. So if I seem intense or I seem like I'm pushing, I am, okay? And that's just the way I see the world. And that's how I see the translation team. I think it's important for us to, and now I'm talking mostly to the mixed nuts. I think our job is not just translating. I think our job is to get people excited about our books. And it's hard. The books are very deep. The books are not immediately usable unless you're trained in diamond mining, right? How to use the books. And I just really, really encourage the translators to be more creative about finding ways to use your books, okay? And it's not going to happen if you don't do it. Nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else understands your book. Most people probably think your book is just kind of dry or not too relevant to their life. And so I know Nick has been working to try to incorporate the ideas into DCI programs and like that. But I think each translator, and I'm talking mainly to Tim and Gibson, each translator, you're not just translating a book, you're trying to show people how to use it and get out of this problem. We were about to go down the tube, you know. So I really, really encourage you as translators to, and you don't have to wait till you finish your book to start using it and to start. Last night I had a long meeting about DCI and different programs, and I realized that every time I do a page of translation with you guys, I start using it right away. I use it in the programs immediately, and it's just a habit. And I think you have to start thinking that way. Tim has a big influence on several large organizations. And Gibson does also. And, you know, don't wait till you're done with your book. And don't wait till you understand everything. As soon as you understand anything, start using it, okay? And start trying to get other people excited. Your books are the only hope in this world for every person in this world. Every person in this world is in this little boat. They're about to die. They have no idea. And your books are their only hope, in my opinion. So you have to share your books, and it's not egotistical. It's what you were meant to do in this world, is to help the people who are just steadily dropping off into death. You know, why you came to this world was to help them. Okay. You know that my publisher, when I published the Diamond Cutter business book, he gave away hundreds of copies. And my editor, and he was also the Pope's editor and Mother Teresa's editor. And I was kind of surprised, you know, he the first 2 weeks, he gave away hundreds of copies to important people. You know, nowadays you would call them, what do you call those guys?
Influencers, right?
Yeah. And he had a couple hundred copies in the mail the first week. And it really, really helped make the book a bestseller. So, you know, I think we have to do stuff like that. And the translators, you can't just wait for Utpala or Rosa or Ellie to do all that. You gotta help. You gotta step in, especially on your own book, and think about sending copies. And you can send copies all over the world. You know, the people who are also studying these books in different institutions, I'm sure, in my experience, they love to have some of these books in English. So you can't wait for the people at the Diamond Cutter Press to do something. You gotta help. You have to help. Okay. All right, and you have to toot your own horn Stanley, $25. I'm Stanley's American idiom teacher.
Toot your own horn.
Yeah, I
It's
charge
worth 50.
$5 for every. I never get paid, but I do charge him. Yeah, toot your own horn means come on, go out and tell people how cool these books are, and how cool your book is. Okay, and I believe that the individual translator is the person who's going to have to do the tooting, leading the tooting. Okay, I think so. And don't wait for me to do it, and don't wait for the people at the Democratic Press are completely overworked. I think the mixed nuts, we should be a team for the rest of our lives. We should encourage each other. I would love to see, if Utpala finished her book and Word finished his first book, I would love to see them do an online tour together and do some kind of combined mind-only emptiness meditation thing, and then help each other financially, help each other with your children, help each other with when one person's feeling down and they have trouble getting through their book. Then, in my opinion, a big goal of the mixed nuts is to help each other. And you're very lucky to have each other. When I was studying all this, and when I was working on my first translations, I didn't have anyone else to help. And you're very lucky to have each other. So, we have to help each other. The best way to get more money is to fundraise for each other. It's the 4 steps, right? And so you can't just wait for Geshe to raise some money or hope that Ellie will raise some money or something, or John Brady might find some money. I mean, we all have to help each other. And we were overpaid 5 years ago, and inflation's running at what, 5, 6, 7%. Your salary is 15, 20% less than it was 5 years ago. And we should be getting a raise, not losing money, okay? I see everyone's rights as equal in the mixed nuts. I would like to pay everybody equally if we can find a way. And don't wait for me to do it. I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of busy. Okay, it takes a couple hundred hours to prepare for these classes. And cross-training is essential. Somebody asked me, could I not come to the other classes? Can I just come to the books on my class? And boy, that pissed me off, but I didn't say anything. But there's 14 different languages in this tradition. There's 14 different vocabularies in this tradition, and you have a chance to learn all of them. And everyone else is like, this morning, we're going to do a Lojong text from 1,000 years ago, and we're going to do a logic text from 1,500 years ago. And they help each other. If you learn the vocabulary of the Lojong, it helps you with your logic studies. It's amazing. So, boy, I was hot. I usually don't say anything, but I was like, man, you are crazy. You cannot understand your book if you don't come and listen to the other books. It's not going to happen. Okay. Last thing, Ben, and then I'll give you your class back. The original principle of the mixed nuts, I wrote the proposal in 1975. I couldn't get money for it. I got some federal grants to translate some logic books. But the original idea for the mixed nuts, I started in 1973. This version, I started in 2015. And the original proposal was that we got a good salary. It was $50,000 per translator, and it was extra money for people in management, and a good salary for me too. I got double salary, and I think I want to keep a high salary for this group. I think you're worth it. I think it helps your self-esteem if you get paid a real salary and not some kind of Dharma volunteer salary or no salary. Okay, so I believe you guys should be seriously paid at the level of a corporate executive. But our support is very fragile. There's a very few people helping with the fundraising. There's very few donors, and it's not strong. So we need help. We need help. We need help, and it's all of our responsibility. About fundraising, I've spent my whole life fundraising, and I have fundraised from huge corporations. I've fundraised from governments. And in my opinion, because of the 14 organizations in Worldview, the easiest way for us to not waste our time raising money and get back to the translating is private donors. In my experience from 50 years of fundraising, trying to get money from companies, trying to get money from corporations, trying to get grants, it's too much competition and too little money. And it takes a huge amount of time. I've often stayed up all night writing a government grant. So really, it's finding private donations among the 14 Worldview organizations. And every hour I spend on fundraising or trying to do, what do you call that? Public relations with the fundraisers is time that I lose from translating. So I need help. We all need help. And we all need to help with the fundraising. We can't wait for one person to do it or two people to do it. All right, Dr. Kramer, back to you. I've got more, I'll do it the next class.
Thank you, Geshe Michael. Thank you.
Thank you, boss. I just want to say I'm just so proud that I get to do this work. It's such an unbelievable honor. And I couldn't, there was a time in my life, and I did for 10 years, I did the little bits of work like this that I could for no money. And it was a joy, and I was very happy to do it. And now I have a family and I have responsibilities, and I wouldn't be allowed to do this work without your help. And it's such an honor, and I really try to give it my all, and it means the world to me. I'm so proud of what we do. And I'm not a good fundraiser, and and it's not fair. It's not fair to Geshe Michael that I'm not better at that than I am. I just so people are writing and they're saying, how can I help? And if you think everyone already wrote and asked how they could help, it's not true. A lot of you did, and it's really nice. And you who are thinking maybe everyone else already wrote, not everyone wrote, and we're still waiting for you individually to write and tell us how you want to help. Fundraising is a whole beautiful art also, and let us know how we can help you help us. If you want to fundraise, we're available. If you want information about the program, or if you just want to be close to us, and we'll teach you privately. We'll help. Whatever you need. You don't even have to fundraise if you want us to teach you privately, probably, because we all like helping people, and it makes us feel smart to help people. So, you reach out, and we're here, and we're excited to support you. And if you, in the back of your head, you're thinking, yeah, I know some people who want to support the program, or I know some people who would be so excited about this program. We can't do it without you. We can't do it without you. And a time will come when we can't do the program. If if people don't, continue to come forward. And the few people who are doing it now, I think the burden on them, it's a little unfair. And I'm not in a way like, I'm so grateful to them, and I don't want them to think it's unfair. It's a miracle, it's a miracle. And I can't explain, the gratitude that we feel. But anyone who wants to step forward and help to ease that burden on the people who are stepping forward now, it's a miracle for us. And I don't think there's anything like it in the world. I think it's a miracle for the world. I really do. I haven't seen anything like this. And I look around all the time. I look on the internet when Geshe Michael's not looking. I look on the internet to my translations. It's terrible. It's a graveyard out there of non-information. And we're trying to do something about that. And it's beautiful. And I thank all of you who are reaching out, and all of you who are helping. It means the world to us. Thank you so much, Geshe Michael. Okay, boss, I'm going to share mine.
All right. You can take us with a nice, happy homework.
Yay. Okay. Oh, what a mess. This one. Okay, cool. What book? We don't really know if this is Odivisha, but when Master Dignaga was in Odivisha, and I did look a little bit, Geshe, it'll come up again, but
okay,
we don't know. And I think it requires further research. And Odivisha, there's a whole bunch of debates about the way this town or place occurs differently at different times. It could be Udiana, it could be Orissa. And there seems to be some big debate about whether or not it refers once upon a time to one or more of these places. So yeah, when a mixed nut scholar wants to sound smart like the scholars of the past, when he doesn't know anything, he says, this topic requires further research. What book did Master Dignaga write in his cave in Odivisha? How did it relate to the master's other works, and how does it relate to the book we are going to be studying here? This is kind of a soft pitch, but it seems relevant while we're having this part of the story.
It's the Compendium on Valid Perception, and it's a compendium of all of his other works. He took all the major points and put them together into one book.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it looks like he wrote a bunch of smaller works on the topics that are compiled here. And then how does this relate to our broader study in this grander text?
Isn't it? It's kind of the foundation for Master Dharmakirti, which is the foundation for the book that we're working on.
Totally, yeah. Not even kind of. I mean, all the way. It's when we call it
commentary on valid perception.
Yeah, the commentary on valid perception is not a commentary on the phenomenon of valid perception, on the concept of valid perception, which is what I think a lot of us thought when we first heard about the book. But it's not. It's a commentary on this book. Oh, right. You could have done. Sorry.
Sanskrit. Pramana Samuchaya.
Yeah, great. Good. What role did Lord Manjushri predict Master Dignaga's compendium would come to play in the world? And can you give the Tibetan and English for this description of the role that this book would play in the world?
A big one?
It would be the
Tempo.
eyes for people
Yeah, nice.
all over the world in later times. Us.
Yeah, great. Yeah, right. Tibetan, maybe. And he didn't say, it's funny. He said the phrase was like the one and only I. So I don't know if you can say eyes, because I think it's illegal to say one and only eyes, but maybe the two and only eyes, since they generally come in pairs.
Yeah.
In order to beautify the body.
Yeah, right. Yeah, which yeah, exactly right. They say, yeah, the only eye with which beings will see. I'm not standing by that translation intensely for now, but I have time to fully grok the material and won't jump to a final translation prematurely. Name three miraculous omens that occurred as Master Dignaga lay sleeping in the forest. Give the honorific and non-honorific for the dream.
Milam and
Elam
Nell.
and Chowlam.
Uh,
Nellam.
yeah, good. Yeah, Nellam, nice. Good, Milam and Nellam, nice. What pretty nifty things happen as he lay there dreaming?
Oh, the trees all bowed down in prostrations, lowering their branches, and from which flowers were blooming.
Isn't that nice? Yeah. What else happened? Crickets. There's another one.
Some king and his guys were walking around, and they came by and made offerings. And bowed
Did
down.
happen. Not an omen, but yes.
Flowers rained from the
Flowers.
sky.
They did. Yeah. Right. From the Hlads rained flowers upon them. One more thing, and it came up again last night in the context of the
Elephants.
yeah, what about them?
Sildrip.
What does that mean, for other people? Obviously not. I know.
Cooling shade.
Cooling shade.
Yeah, cooling shade. How did this relate to something that came up last night, just for hoots and giggles?
Ooh.
Someone else's book had it.
We had
Yeah,
That's all I remember.
What else is silky? What else sills?
Cooling
Was it in
shade of
Tim's
the
book in the
moon.
poetry?
Yeah, the light of the
moonlight
moon.
was cooling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
cool. Good.
was the moon?
Jason
Who-
Kappa. Jason Kappa.
Yay.
Jadun Boshe.
Yeah, good old Jason Kappa. Yeah, great.
Don't
Dude,
forget to leave your PayPal account addresses with the.
good. Let's quick sidebar before we kind of go into the text via my attempt at a translation. Geshe, you gave me a 0 hour assignment in reference to Adam's text last night that went so. Kindly word before I had a chance to get up from my desk gave me one option, which was cool. On this question of Ngopoto shoot. Also, I found it in Adam's text.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't find it in mine, unfortunately, which might have been cool. I don't know. Also, I would say maybe this question requires further investigation, but I thought about it in reading, and I think that it's sometimes searching and learning to search for information is a sort of a meditation. Also, it gets you thinking about the way that authors are talking about things. And it was sort of, we were playing with this question about the etymology of the concept of how logic works through the power of a thing. And did it refer more to the thing having a power to impart some information to the thinker or to the mind, or did it have to do with the power of the thing to impart its result through which you could know it? But I'll tell you what came up in these studies is that of course there are three types of of this type of Jepaktema, this type of indirect valid perception, which are that which comes from reasoning, which comes from a result, reasoning that comes from like the nature of a thing, Rangshin, and then reasoning which comes from a thing not being there.
Yep.
By the way, of course, one of those is an unchanging thing. And then, of course, two of those could relate to unchanging things. So, for example, consider consider space. It is nume without a function. because it is dakpa, unchanging, right? So you could neither say that space was asserting to you its information because it's unchanging, nor could you say that it was asserting a result because it's unchanging. So I think it seems like a question of, again, maybe more like etymology than the function of the thing, because it seems like the phrase is used in a context that certainly extends itself past changing things, past things that necessarily have ng, right? Past things that are ngopos. I don't know, boss.
Let's keep looking for some authority who took a shot at it. None of these is an etymological explanation.
No, and that wasn't something I was able to find. And these are all similar. These are all definitions and divisions.
Good.
Yeah.
But it's good that you tried. It was pretty late last night. Yep.
Yeah. Whoops, we did this already. Okay.
I didn't sleep much.
Yeah, well, that's all right. A little bit. Okay, let's make a mess of this then now.
All right.
I went ahead. I just grabbed the next two. You didn't assign a thing, but I just grabbed the next two little pieces. And if you don't mind looking.
Yeah. The master traveled south and defeated many. Yeah, there's a word here, Sarchep, which means Sarchepa, yeah. You could say defeated, yeah. And also in a final sense, okay?
Oh,
cool. How did he defeat them?
Let's see. With his logic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with his logic.
Thank you. Yeah, totally.
Right. Yeah. Chushi here means Dharma tradition. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't clear to me.
Which were tsukpa by Lopans of the past. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Dharma traditions which had been founded or
wow,
instituted by masters of the past, and those systems had nyamba.
Those systems had degenerated or had fallen away, had deteriorated. Yeah. So
and he Sorchepa.
Interesting. So
he revived them in a sense. Yeah.
Interesting. So almost like, I mean, in this case, we mean like a philosophical system, but almost like like taking the full nun's vows or something and restoring them, or like finding a lineage that had been dropped off.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
So the rest is good. Let's go to the second one.
Yeah, okay.
Then he went back to haute division, whatever that is.
Calling it for now.
And by the way, you might be able to get some information in the database itself.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe somewhere somebody says it's equal to Udayana.
That would be nice.
And, I'd be interested to see what Lokesh Chandra says.
Yeah, I did not find it in Lokesh Chandra.
I bet you can. I bet we misspelled. It's probably misspelled, even the Tibetan. So he loves to find the Sanskrit for place names. So he's pretty good at that.
Okay. I don't know what I mean by bra. Oh yeah, I see.
Good. That part's good. Chuk Tamse. Sorry. Who served as Jindak?
Oh, I assumed it was the king.
Yeah, it just says one Brahmin, a certain Brahmin. You see what I mean? There's should be a break after Chuk. There may have even been a comma that got lost.
Oh.
And then a certain Tamse, unnamed.
Oh.
You see?
Okay. So, and it bothered me because I think traditionally, anyway, kings in India are kshatriyas and not Brahmins. So it's not
Exactly.
that they're Brahmins. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. That feels better.
And he built 16. Yeah, Tsulakong technically is a temple.
Okay.
What did it used to mean?
Library. Place where you.
Yeah. Library.
Place, yeah, a place where you keep the holy books. And then that has come to mean a temple, but I don't, it never refers to a monastery. See what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And, cool.
And in Saramay, the temple has come to be a library, which is nice when it goes the other way.
Yeah, that was a weird, that was a very weird thing that happened. I mean, it's a weird, great thing that happened. Yeah. My class built the library. That was our contribution to the monastery, but they made a bigger one, which was good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, boss. I'll fix it up.
Good job. Here we go. Back to work. And wait, go back. Let's go find. Yeah, good. Mr. Nick is checking you. Gendunki. Oh, it's spelled wrong, by the way.
Right.
I just noticed.
Get in.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oops, what's going on?
The pitfalls of justification.
I'll do it later. Okay. Gendenki de.
Gendenki de chambo la chushi tuma suk de dene sumgi chenyen de yulder mushti haritaka. Mushti
You don't know
haritaka.
Mr. Mushti Haritaka.
Not personally. Shepe aru arure dongpa kepar pakpa ne bang dongpo kepar pakpa ne tamche soar nupa shik yava la dunam shiki tse kampar gyurte lopungi den tu jepe shak dune ngun shindu sor jepe kewo kun yiche to.
Yeah, it's a nice story. I think you guys, together with Nick, I think you guys can figure it out.
Okay, help, Nick. Help.
And by the way, a word that you're going to need is chushi, which we just talked about.
Okay, it's a Dharma lineage or tradition or.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so the Dechemba, is this not another term for the Greater Way? The Greater Way monks?
No, among a great collection of monks. Yeah.
Okay. The Dharma tradition. Masuk.
No, read it together.
Dumatsuk.
Oh, Dumasuk. Oh, Chushi. Duma, lots of Dharma traditions.
Yeah, he tsukt. He instituted them.
He started some. Okay,
yeah.
Or lots of them.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yep.
Denusum, the three baskets. He taught them.
Well, this is a Lamrim idiom, which means teaching and listening. So it means education, really.
Okay.
Teaching by the teachers and listening by the students. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so he started a lot of little lineages or little dojos, little schools.
Yeah.
They were teaching a bunch.
education. Yeah.
Okay, great. You'll dare in that place.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. In that land, there
Okay.
was
There was Mushti Haritaka.
That means
Um, Right. Yeah. So it's Sanskrit for Ben. Not a lot of people realize that. Shay, that was his name. And
no, it's the name of a Xing,
it's a name of
Oh,
a
that's the
place,
forest?
land, a forest, a farm.
of a particular tree. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Mushti Haritaka tree. Oh,
Well, that's the personal name of the tree. The tree was an Aurora tree.
The tree was an Aurora tree, and the tree had a personal name.
Yeah. Because it was so famous. Yeah.
Wow, cool. All right. And it
And here's the original meaning of Kip or Pakpa.
it was
and
yeah.
It means towering, high.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So the dombo, the trunk, was towering high. What is Aurora, you guys? We had it a million times in the Medicine Buddha Sutra.
Amalaki.
Yeah.
It has little red berries on it, and it's they use
Oh,
it as a medicine.
It's Amalaki.
Yeah.
It's an Amla. It's one of the three in Triphala.
Yeah. It's also called, is it called Chinese plum, I think?
Cherry
right?
plum.
Also? Cherry plum. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Anyway, it is the number one medicine from ancient times.
My secret support team, Adam, in the chat direct messaged me that we're talking about the trunk of that tree. The donko.
Yeah. The trunk was massive, meaning very high.
Okay,
And
cool.
the fruits of that tree, ne tamje so are new.
There was something wrong with them. The fruits, no.
Cured all sickness.
Oh, they cured all sickness. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, they had the capacity. They had the ability to cure all
It
sickness.
doesn't explicitly say fruit here, does it? But this is the implication, right?
Doesn't say what specifically?
Fruit. You said the fruits of the tree.
Oh yeah. It does not say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is the fruit, which is the medicine. Yeah.
But we know that. Yeah.
Yeah. And at one do, it come the Xing Kamba.
Oh, at one time the tree.
Dried up.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Nick, I can hear Amelie whispering answers in your ear.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Sorry, I had to run away
That's
for a
cheating.
second. She got up. She got up a little early, and
No, fair. Ezra's still sleeping. I'm gonna look dumb.
Tie him in the bed till 8 o'clock, Nick. You don't know this? Okay, come back here. And Lopen did a denter.
Oh, an act of truth.
Nice. Yeah, he spoke an act of truth. You know, I don't know what he said. Maybe he said, if I'm the most handsome translator in my country. Okay. And then within Dun Shocks.
Yeah, within 7 days.
Yeah. The tree, Ngun Shindu Socha. And this is the same verb we just had above for restoring a tradition.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was like restored to health.
To just the way it was before.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ngunshin. Right. Just like it was.
Because of that, all the heroes got Yeshe.
Everybody was just so happy.
they believed in him.
Oh
Yeah, they believed in him. Yeah.
better.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Mr. Adam, can you help him with the next 2 sections?
Lobundi Gelwe Tembala Chak Jelana Mepa Ze Odivisha or so Chak Puk Tu Kushek So.
The only difficult word here is chakje.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, it seems like prostrated after.
Imprint?
Yeah, it means to leave your mark on the teaching, to leave your oftentimes it's Kangje, but J means a footprint or a handprint. This spelling means a handprint.
Okay.
So he left his mark on the teachings.
He was the king of the teachings.
Yeah, it means he left his he by the time he passed away, he had left his mark on the teachings.
Okay. The very highest mark. Before he left Odivisha, or specifically in Odivisha, or
Kushek is a euphemism for
passing away.
Yeah, he passed away in a Drakpuk.
Cave.
Oh, in a cave. Yeah, right. Of course.
Yeah, in a cave. Yeah.
God loves his cave. Maybe the Drakpuk. Maybe
It could be the same Drakpuk.
could be. That seems to imply that, right?
Yeah. Okay, Adam, you're still up. Ben's got one more here.
Lobande Chandraki Lopma Sa Teng Kyap Chishin Changwei Lopma Chi Kyang Ma Sung Jangbe Yunden Chuni La Nepar Gyurto.
Good.
Yeah. So his what, like, relationship with the Dharma, or his Dharma relations?
This is a nice word, and oftentimes a young Geshe student will travel to another city if a famous teacher is teaching, and they'll just ask for an audience of 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And they'll say, I just want to make a chindo with you.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
I want to make a Dharma connection with you for my future life. So it means here that Drell was not blood. It wasn't a blood relationship. It was a Dharma relationship. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he had lomas enough to kyap the sa.
To cover the earth. The earth was covered.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you count up all the students who had a personal Dharma connection with him, meaning who were his scripture students, they actually covered the whole planet of Earth. All right.
Wow. Okay.
And Chishin Dangwe means to follow, right? So Chishin means after, follow those who succeeded him.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Chikya Masung here means there wasn't one of them who wasn't keeping the Jangbe Yunten Chinyi.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And these are 12, I think we went through them before. And if you want, Ben, we can go through them now. They are taught very masterfully by Geshe Tsewan Sandrup, who wrote the 3 vows book that we use for our Bodhisattva vows and for our Diamond Way vows. And it's a great summary of the monks' vows.
Okay.
So he actually, let me see where it starts.
Unfortunately, we have it from someone else's footnote.
Yeah, that footnote is based on this very quotation. So let's start from. It's a nice thing to know, and it's a very what do you call it? If you guys want a topic from which to suck some practical life tools for your students from your books, here's a great one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
And who's going to help you is Dr. Haggerty. You want to try?
Yeah.
Tung Wei Ma Ge Ba La Tun Xing gelte geshakpa la gyundu bepa cha gelong de chung chok she chengi se gune ma la sok long chu tsula tene yang jang pe yunten chu ni jok te de.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, here's a mistake. I was like, what the heck? Okay.
Wow.
All right. Simba not to get good, but by Tungwas.
Not to get
Distracted by thirst.
Working hard not to get contaminated by downfalls.
Yeah, by moral downfalls. This is advice to monks. Please work hard at not getting sullied by moral downfalls. If you happen to get good, please do a shakpa.
yeah, fix it, confection.
And you're probably going to have to do that shakpa gindu.
Continuously.
Yeah, okay. Because whatever we break once, we tend to break multiple times. Bepa means sundru.
Yeah, try hard, do it.
Work hard at your confessions. Yeah. Then he says, Gelong Döchen Chokshe. Gelongs should keep the ancient Abhidharma principle, the bifurcated principle to two-part principle of Döchung and Chokshe.
Okay. I don't know.
This is a very important Abhidharma principle. Chokshe means be satisfied with what you have.
Oh, okay. Don't want too much and
don't want too much. And they're separate things.
Okay.
Chokshe means you love your old blue jeans. And seriously. And then Döchung means you don't seek new ones. Okay. And they go together. Chokshe with your old blue jeans, and Döchung about buying new blue jeans before you need them. Okay.
I had some old blue jeans that were running out, and it seemed like the company didn't make them anymore. So I looked all over the internet and found a place that still had them, and I bought 2 more pairs. So I did not do this.
I know. I always struggle with this. V's like, why don't you buy 3 pairs if you find it? Why don't you buy? I'm like, that's like $600, you know. Then when a monk chutso makes use of, when they make use of longche, things like se and ge and ne and mel.
I know, except for Mel, right? Food, clothes, house, and Mel is not a car.
The allowable mattress. Okay.
Oh no.
So with regard to how monks should make use of these possessions, right? The 12 rules were instituted. Okay, Jangbei Yenden Chuni, the 12 rules for the use of physical necessities in a monk's life. Okay. And here's the list. Okay. And I'm going to attempt to put in the numbers as you go.
Okay. Sunyon Badong, Tenchik Chimilen, Chugu Sundang Chingba Chakdar Pit.
Yeah.
Gumpa Shing Dukpa Dang La Kapme.
Good.
Tsokpur Dur Tupa Dang Shi Jishin.
Good. That's the that's the summary of the 12. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
And I'm going to go back and yeah, I figured them out one day. Number 1 is begging for your food. Okay. So that's sunyom.
Yeah. Right.
Number 2 is eating this food only once per day. Okay.
Yeah.
So then chik means in one sitting. You're supposed to eat it. this ten means a chair or a seat, right?
Uh-huh.
And chi means after noon, don't take more. Okay. Number three is, sorry, no, so once a day eating and then not eating again later. So you have to make two numbers here.
Okay.
Where were we?
Yeah.
Here we are. So that's three.
Okay.
It took me a while to figure them out.
Sure.
Then number four is wearing only the three religious robes. Okay, so that's Chugusum. Chingwa Chakdar Che means wearing robes only of inexpensive material, which was a kind of wool. Chingwa means a kind of wool, which was cheap. It's like blue jeans material. Okay. And then Chakdar means the garbage cans. Okay. And Tra means you're supposed to get them from amidst the garbage cans. Okay. So you're only supposed to wear robes made of cloth taken out of the garbage can. You are in no way allowed to buy cloth. In the old tradition, you are required to take the cloth out of the garbage can when other people got their shipment of new jeans and threw out their old jeans. And by the way, if the robes were made today, they would be blue jean material. Okay, it's just the cheapest material in your country. Okay, well, maybe not cheap. Okay, so Chingwa and hang on. I misnumbered here. 5, 6. I love this next one, number 7. Let me see if that's the number he gives it. Yeah. Gumba means stay in a cloister. Okay. Stay in a monastery. Yeah. And when necessary, like when traveling, Gumba means in the presence of, right?
Yeah.
And, it's traditionally described as lying down at the foot of a tree and sleeping. Okay. So if you're traveling and you're not staying in a monastery, then just the reason you have a monk shawl is that it's a portable sleeping bag. That's why you have a monk shawl. And you're supposed to wrap yourself up and sleep at the foot of a tree. Okay. Number 9. Number 9. Oh, we are over time?
Yeah.
Finish the 12. Lagap man means do not sleep with a cover over your head, like sleep under the open sky. Okay. Number 10 is Sokpo. Okay, Sokpo means what is that? Never sleep excessively, and when you sit, always sit in an unsupported meditation posture. Don't lean on a chair. Okay. And then Durturpa means get your stuff out of the graveyard, okay, where people have thrown dead people's stuff. All right.
Yep. Okay. Good.
And then 12 is.
What are you getting out of the graveyard? Sorry.
There's I guess this is 12, but it means your mattress is supposed to be made of grass and leaves, shijishin. So you can have fun during the next few weeks of finding those explained here. Okay, so here's the whole commentary. And what he did was he gave you a dome. What's a dome?
It's a summary in verse.
Good. And then he gave the commentary to it. And you can have fun with that. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can translate the whole thing. It's here's number 7. Here's number 8 misspelled for you.
Super.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you can find all 12 here. Okay. Cool. All right. And we look forward to that translation when you come back.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, cool. All right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
boss. My last class for the term. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm sort of sad, but I'm also happy I can sleep.
Yes.
I guess everybody's in the same place.
Yeah, a lot of both. Yeah, I love it, but yeah, I'm tired, but it's best.
All right. Nick, can we take 5?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Geshe.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome,
Thanks, Ben.
Kramer.
Thanks, everybody.
I dream of a planet on which we can do this every day at noon.
Yeah.
It's noon for everybody.
This morning, I was trying to think of a different way to change the time zones, but okay. I guess we could all move to Hawaii. We could all move to
All of
Hawaii.
us.
I think
Yeah,
that's
totally.
a reasonable.
Ew, no, let's move to the mountains.
There's
There
plenty
are
of
mountains in Hawaii. They're beautiful
No,
mountains.
no, cool mountains.
They're so cool.
No,
It snows in Hawaii on the mountains.
sorry, I'm a northern girl.
All right. Well, you can be up in Kamchatka.
I'd like to move to Europe. That's a suggestion in the chat is Europe. I'm in. That sounds cool.
Yeah,
I'll
Paris.
go to Portugal.
Yes, Paris.
Any of these things, it's fine. I'll live virtually anywhere to
Yeah.
be around great people. I
Yeah.
even lived in Bowie for 10 years. So really,
Hey.
I'd go anywhere for you.
Yay!
Wow.
That's a special treat.
All right. See you guys in 5.
Thank you. See you in 5 minutes. Yay.
Thank you.